Okay, we're going to talk about the next method to find the point of intersection between two lines out in space, and this is the substitution method. Now, substitution method is just like you would think. You sub a value out and you replace an expression for that value in for it. Every place you see it, you plug in that value or that expression, okay? So substitution method is used to find the intersection point of two lines in space in the coordinate plane. It is best used when a variable has a coefficient of 1. It can always be used, but sometimes you're going to have really ugly fractional expressions if you do not use it for a coefficient of 1. So here's the steps. Steps to the substitution method. Find an equation that looks like x equals or y equals. Because a lot of times the equations are already going to be solved for either x or they're going to be solved for y. If they're simply already solved for x or y, you box that in and you go to the second equation or the first equation and you plug that expression in for that letter. Okay? Now what happens if it's not like that? So if it's not like that, if you don't have one, then you find an equation with a 1x or a 1y. You're going to solve that equation for the 1x or the 1y and box it in. You're going to plug that expression into the other equation and you're going to solve for the new variable. Then you're going to take that value that you've just found and you're going to plug it into the boxed in answer. And that's going to be your intersection. So let's actually try it. So step 1. Look for a 1x or a 1y where it's just y is equal or x is equal. If you look here, you have a y is equal to a 3x minus 5. So that is a box. So then you're going to take equation 2 and you're going to plug and chug. So that's going to be 4x plus 2 parenthesis 3x minus 5 is equal to 10. Okay? So now we have 4x plus 6x minus 10 is equal to 10. 4x plus 6x is 10x. Add the 10 over. And I have 10x is equal to 20. Divide by 10, x is equal to 2. So now that I found x, I'm going to go right back up to this box. And I'm going to plug and chug. That's going to be 3 times 2 minus 5, so that's going to be 6 minus 5, so that means y is equal to 1. So that means my point of intersection is 2, 1, and you are done. Let's do it again. Do you have a y equals or an x equals? You do not, but do I have a 1x or a 1y? I do, so I'm going to take the second equation, I'm going to solve for x. So I'm going to take equation 1 and I'm going to solve for x. So x minus 2y is equal to 8. I'm going to add 2y over. And I have x is equal to 2y plus 8. Box that in. Every time you box something in, it means you are going to go back to it or it's part of an answer. Okay? So now I'm going to take equation 1 that I have not used yet. And every place I see an x, I'm going to plug in that expression. So that's going to be 4 parenthesis 2y plus 8 plus y is equal to 5. So I'm going to solve for y now. So that's 8y plus 32 plus y is equal to 5. So 9y plus 32 is equal to 5. Subtract 32. 9y is equal to negative 27, so y is equal to negative 3. So now that I found y, I go back to my box and I plug in. So that's 2 times negative 3 plus 8, so that's negative 6 plus 8 to give me 2 as my y value, or my x value, sorry. So that means I'm going to have the point 2, negative 3, and you are done. Last one I'm going to do for you. So look at this. Do I have a y equals or an x equals? I do not, but I do have a 1y. So that means I'm going to take that second equation, I'm going to solve it for y. So I have 4x minus y is equal to 23. So negative y is equal to negative 4x plus 23. Divide each and every term by negative 1. So y is equal to positive 4x minus 23. Box that in. We're going to come back to it. So now we're going to use the top equation that we have not used yet. 3x minus 2y is equal to 16. And every place I see a y, I'm going to put the box expression of 4x minus 23 in there. So 3x minus 2 times 4x minus 23 is equal to 16. So 3x minus 8x plus a 46 is equal to 16. Negative 5x plus 46 is equal to 16. Subtract the 46 over. Negative 5x is equal to a negative 30. Divide by negative 5. X is equal to 6. So go back up to your box. And you have 4 times 6 minus 23. So that's 24 minus 23. So y is equal to 1. So now we have the ordered pair 6, 1. Tonight's worksheet homework is 3-2, worksheet 3.